All right, showbiz junkies and Saigon Broadcasting Television.
Saigon Broadcast. Can you speak Vietnamese?
No, why would I know Vietnamese? I live in America.
I thought you said you're from Canada.
Yeah, I'm from Canada. Again, not
Darn.
Vietnam.
I'm sorry.
So, no, it's fine.
Ciao.
Look, I'm planning on learning Vietnamese.
It's really hard.
I'm going to Italy next year, so I'm definitely going to learn it.
Good luck. So now, I heard that...
Do you know Vietnamese?
Yes, I was born there.
I don't believe you.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Ciao.
Ciao. That's
Does
Italian.
mean hello.
Italian.
Ciao.
Yeah,
Ciao.
so in Italian it means hello too.
C-H-A-O.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Same spelling in Italian.
Oh, okay. Well, now you know Vietnamese.
Now I'm lying.
Yes.
But thanks for wearing a very hipster trench coat. It's very
nice.
nice.
Thank you. Well, I didn't know you're a fashionable guy.
You didn't know?
No.
Yeah, I am. Now you know.
Thank you. So now, you're so great. You're so funny.
This is true.
All
very
of
true.
the
Thank
projects
you.
you've been doing, community, the
Does community air in Vietnam?
I'm pretty sure.
You have no idea. It's okay if you don't know. Bring me over and I'll tour the country.
I'll be your translator.
On an elephant. I'll just ride around. Watch Community.
Yes. Let's talk about this movie because Vietnamese people love watching scary movies.
They
especially it's real story. Director mentioned earlier that
Scott Derrickson, yes.
Scott wrote this role particularly for you. Why you? Why would you fit this role perfectly?
Because I said I was going to punch him in the face unless he wrote a role for me.
What friends are for?
Well, yeah, it was physical violence that I threatened him with, and he wrote it. Why did he write it with me in mind?
Yeah.
I don't know, because he's a really good guy. Because he's a really good friend. He needed somebody. He needed like a 6'4", half Norwegian, half Irish guy in the movie. And I'm usually the go-to guy if Paul Bettany's not available.
Well, now we know. Well, thank you for letting us know. But you're much funnier than Paul Bettany, though.
Oh, how dare you?
I'm sorry.
Paul Bettany's very funny.
Is he?
Didn't you see First Night?
I don't remember.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow. No, no, I believe when he wrote the role with me in mind, I didn't even want to believe that I could get it because I didn't want, it was going to be such a cool experience that I'm not gonna even fantasize about getting it. But then I got it and I was like, we moved to New York for the summer. It was just thrilling. It was so cool to do. We shot it all at night. It was great.
40 days, 40 nights?
Yeah, in the Bronx, and Bronx at night is a whole other world, and really cool people, and it was really fun.
So now I know this is based on true story, yes?
Yeah. I mean, it's based on a real person, and some of the storyline is, loosely based on some of his experiences.
Are you a type of person who gets scared at these sort of situation easily, or did you find it scarier when you know it's real story based on someone else?
Yeah, I think it kind of grounds the film a little bit. I think it makes it immediately more emotionally engaging when you know that some of these elements have come from real cases where people have really suffered and gone through a lot. So I think it's impossible to not feel more invested as a result, for sure.
Do you think that people who've been possessed, is it really that they're being possessed, or is it's all in their mind? There's a spiritual aspect or there's a psychological aspect. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I think, going into the project, being quite a skeptical person myself, it definitely opened my eyes. It opened my eyes to the complexity of that, and that it's not just black and white, and there are varying shades, and that it's also extremely rare. Like even in the cases where, you claim that it's existing, it's extremely rare. And I learned a lot by hanging around with Ralph, who my character's based on, who spends a lot of his time dealing with these cases. And it was really interesting from that perspective. So I really learned that it's not black and white.
So now, because it's based on true story, do you get a chance to talk to priests who do exorcism?
Well, it is based on. My character is based on two characters, real characters: a Catholic bishop and a Catholic priest. Yeah, I got to talk to several Catholic priests, Jesuits, in order to understand the psychology of the priest, of being a priest. The similarities, the things that unify them in a way. But for me, the focus, I put my focus in trying to understand the man and the human being behind the priest, behind the exorcist. I mean, for me, it was more interesting to find out who he was as a man, more than the kind of exorcist that he was. Because being an exorcist is what he does, but it's not fully what he is. And for me, was more important to find out who this character was and why would he want to become an exorcist.
First of all, congratulations to everything you've been doing for the last so many great projects. And tell us about this movie, because I heard it's a true story and it was shot in New York and it was fun, and you're finally worked there. You used to work there for a while.
Yeah. Well, this movie, Delivers from Evil, is based on the true accounts of an NYPD officer. And that to me was the most exciting thing. I love horror movies. I love being scared, but only if it's a true story. I don't get scared anymore if it's not based on something true. Yeah, because it's like, it's really, it's hard to, it's kind of knowing how, like, how the sausage is made. I'm like not that excited anymore. But knowing that that this is based on something real made it so scary. And yeah, and so shooting in New York was awesome because I was there for a while doing the news, I do the newsroom there still sometimes, but I do the Daily Show. We love the Daily Show. Thank you. Yeah. Well, thank you. I love doing the Daily Show, and I love the Daily Show, and I love Jon Stewart. So it was nice to be back in New York, and we were shooting in the Bronx. I'd never been there, and it's so great there in the Bronx. It's like just like one big neighborhood. It's like one block party in the Bronx. So
now, have you ever seen anything paranormal in the middle of the, like let's say 3 a.m. in the morning?
My house is haunted, but by good ghosts. My house right now is. Do you know that show, The Long Island Medium? So Teresa Caputo became a friend of mine, and she gave me like a reading, and she knew things that no one else in the world knows. Like, okay, I have 2 males and 1 female, and she knew the whole layout of my house. We hear like doors rattling in my house. We'll hear a door open up and close. It's just my friend and I who will hear it, and I have somebody else who's there when he hears it with me. And were you scared the first night when you were there? One time I woke up in the middle of the night and there was I saw somebody at the end of my bed. A guy. No beard. Because
I saw a guy with beard at the end of my bed like a couple years ago.
Do you think that he just follows Asian women around? Is that what you're like, is it the same weird Asian creepy ghost?
I mean, this guy been following me for years. So
really?
He's a nice spirit.
Oh.
That's why I'm surprised that you even have a couple of, you have 3, I only have 1.
Yeah, she said they're caretakers who live in my house. And I do, like, she knew the layout of my house. She knew, like, that my front doorknob was broken. And she was like, your front doorknob's broken. And they keep rattling it. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, they rattle it because they're telling you to fix it. Wow. And then I fixed it. I know, but now I feel good. I want to learn how to do it. I want to learn how to read. I'll go find your bearded guy for you.
Yes, please. He's white too.
Okay, good.
So white guy. What's up with those white guys? Gee, like,
do you ever see ghosts that aren't white? White men. The ghosts around me are I think they're white. Yeah, only creepy white guys chasing us.
So now, what's next for you after this film?
Well, I'm back shooting the newsroom, our last season of the news. Thank you so much. It comes out in the fall, and then I have a comedy with Johnny Depp and Gwyneth Paltrow coming out. Yeah, as well.
Oh, so that's done.
We finished shooting that, and that will come out in the fall as well. Amazing. Are you kidding me? That whole cast, Johnny and Gwyneth and Ewan McGregor, Paul Bettany. Yeah, so it was really fun. It's really great.
Can you say anything in Vietnamese?
You're Vietnamese? Oh, okay, well, I speak Vietnamese, okay? But no. But the reason I have to, there's a caveat, because my accent, I call it, it's family Vietnamese. Okay. Because, like, I only know how to speak. Like, my mom can understand me, but nobody else can because my accent's so bad. Okay. Like, if I told you my nickname, you wouldn't know what I was saying.
Can you try?
Well, my nickname is Go.
Go?
Do you know what that means?
Auntie?
Nope. Go? How do you say teddy?
Go?
Yeah.
Go means teddy bear.
See, I think I'm saying the same way that you're saying it.
Go?
So I go?
Like G-A-U.
Yeah, yes. Teddy bear, because I was really fat. And I know how to tell. Yeah. I was really fat as a baby. But I can say, I mean anything.
Olivia, có đói bụng không?
I'm hungry. Oh, I always say like gong mong ang.
Oh. Muốn ăn because you're hungry.
Yes, I want to eat. Or like, what's your name?
Win.
Win. Okay, so like gong tung win.
Oh,
so I can say that.
But then you would say Olivia. because gone would be just mom and daughter, or father and daughter. So
Right. So it's like if you Olivia Tung win.
Or Uyên rất là thích Olivia. That means I really like Olivia.
Right.
Oh my
So
god!
I can then